Master Gardener for CSU Extension here in Clear Creek County. And we're going to have a virtual wildflower hike this evening. And I just wanted to introduce myself first and kind of let you know what to expect from the hikes. I'm planning on doing several hikes over the course of July. I'm hoping to go to Quinella Pass, Jones Pass, and then the Berthoud Falls Clear Creek area. Now most of the places I go are going to be at a higher elevation than we are here in Georgetown. Right now I'm at 8,500 feet, and most of the hikes will probably take place at 9,500 feet and up. So a lot of the areas I'll be alpine, subalpine, and maybe a little bit of montane. So I wanted to start here. We're at our native plant demonstration garden here in Georgetown, and it's right next to the Heritage Center. If you're not sure where that is, it's at 8th and Taos in Georgetown. And I thought this would just be a great place to come and show you if you want to do just a really short mini hike and look at a lot of flowers at one spot. You could come walk Georgetown and stop by the garden and look at some of the beautiful flowers that we have growing here. Now a lot of these flowers we won't see on our hikes because they tend to grow at a little bit lower elevations, but some of the plants we will, and I'll point those out here in a second. I'll go through and just kind of show you the flowers we've got growing here. But I just wanted to kind of use this as a starting point of our hikes for this evening and let you know that this is a great place to come and do a just very easy little walk, and you can sit by the creek and enjoy the sound of the water while you look at the beautiful flowers. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're at the Native Plant Demonstration Garden here in Georgetown. And for reference again, it's at 8th and Taos near the Heritage Center, which is right here. And I'm just going to go through really quickly and show you some of the plants that we have growing that are native. We also have some weeds in here. I don't know if I mentioned or not. We usually are in here at least a couple times a month weeding and pulling out everything, like this European bellflower. But because of COVID, we have not been able to get into the garden as much as we'd like. So we do have a few weeds in here. But I'm going to point out some of the natives. Here's a fleabane that we've got growing in our seed bed. We also have some California poppy, which is a western native, not a California or Colorado native, but it's a western native. You do see it a lot in California. We've got flax that is starting to go to seed. We may see that on our wildflower hike. There's a little gaillardia back in the back there, that bright red and yellow sunflower looking plant. And as we go this way, and I'll try not to go too fast so things are a blur, but we've got snowberry, white snowberry that gets great little white berries on it after it's done flowering. There's some more of our California poppy, which is doing quite well and is kind of self-seeded itself out of our seeded garden. Back behind the snowberry, you'll see bee balm, and you can actually see it's getting pollinated as we speak. The bees love it. That one we probably won't see on our hike. Usually likes a little bit lower elevations. And then I'm just going to swing around. Here's the creek. And over here, we've got some great grasses. We've got Bouteloua, which is a grama grass. We've got Campanula, which is a harebell. We will probably see that on our hike. There's a potentilla, otherwise known as a cinquefoil. We will definitely see that on our hike. It's quite ubiquitous throughout the county. There's raspberry. We've got some little leaf mock orange, Apache plume behind there. That grows at much lower elevations, so we definitely won't see that on our hike. What else do we have? A lot more of the potentilla. Here's Mexican hat or prairie coneflower. Again, this one grows at a bit lower elevations. It's a great plant, but we will not see it in the subalpine or alpine locations. We've got some red twig dogwood. There's western yarrow, which we will definitely see on our hikes. Again, a lot of this purple are weeds, and so definitely things you don't want in your garden. We just have not been able to do weeding since we've had COVID. We haven't been able to get into the garden as much as we'd like. We've got a bit more Gaillardia hidden in there with the Mexican hat. There's red twig dogwood again. And then over here we've got a lot of things growing. We've got, of course, our columbine intermixed with some penstemons. And there's a beautiful little plant here called wine cups. This one usually grows at very low elevations. It's actually kind of surprising it's doing so well here at 8,500 feet in Georgetown. But it is, but we will not see that on our hike because it does like lower elevations. And with that, I'm going to turn this off, and the next time we talk, we will be up on the top of Guanella Pass. I'll see you then.